shoppers there now that are checking things out.
Really? Hey, and we have some room on our couch. Jude, would you do the honor of welcoming the two ladies to the couch right here in the Women of Sweet Swine County?
My pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends in TV land, please help me welcome from the county of Howard in Iowa, the town of Cresco, our guests, Marla and Jayne.
Welcome, Marla and Jayne. I'm so glad Jude found you two. I think you're going to be amazing guests. Welcome to the Women of Sweet Swine County. And can you tell us about, I heard you were from Cresco, Iowa. Can you tell us a little bit about Cresco?
Well, we have quite a little town. We're a town of about 4,500 to 5,000 people. And we have a lot of things going on throughout the year. We have a Norman Borlaug Harvest Fest. In the fall, we have Snowfest in the winter. We have our Mighty Howard County Fair every year, and that's the last week in June.
I love the name, Mighty Howard.
It's always the last full week of June.
Oh,
It sounds
wow,
like
that's an
you guys
early
like
fair.
to party.
We do have fun.
All your festivals. What else is going on in Cresco?
We have many businesses in Cresco that are nationally known. For instance, Featherlight Trailers are built there, as well as Illumline Trailers. It's a big trailer town. Donaldson's is a big business there, along with Plant Peddler and Bethany Housewares. Bethany makes
Norwegian cookware.
yes,
okay.
to make lefse and those kind of things.
And with all those factory places in Cresco and businesses, I bet there's a lot of places to eat because you've got a lot of people working around, so you need places to eat. What kind of fabulous places to eat do you have in Cresco that you can tell us about?
We have a restaurant called Panda Garden. It's our Oriental Chinese restaurant in town. We have Tell You What, which is like a steakhouse sports bar.
Cute. Tell you what, I like that name.
And then we have a little diner that's called Susie Q's in town.
Just good home cooked food. Is that
good
what you're
Yeah.
gonna find there? Mashed
Breakfast
potatoes and
all
gravy,
day.
breakfast,
Yeah.
good. So it's a town favorite.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a good place to go for coffee.
I bet you have your own nosy Norma like we do right here in Sweet Swine County.
I think ours are nosy Normans. All the men go there for coffee in the mornings.
on everything. Okay.
Well, Cresco is a good-sized town, so could you tell us a little bit about school systems or other, public facilities you have?
Our school, the high school, is the consolidated school for the county. And so it is quite a large high school with all the activities that go along with it. And then we also have a hospital, a medical clinic, 2 nursing homes, an Alzheimer's unit, hospice.
Yeah.
Everything that you could possibly need is in our town.
You can take care of anybody from 0 to 99 there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, from your T-shirts, you also
Very cute.
have from 1914 an opera house.
Yep.
Can you tell us what's going on at the opera house, how it got started?
Well, it was started to be built in 1914, and it was finished in the early 1915s. We've had stage productions and we've had screen productions. They started in February of 1915. And then it closed for a very short time in probably the late 50s, I'm thinking. And a couple of gentlemen got the idea of reopening the theater. And so they got together, and a lot of people came in and redid the interior, and it opened up in 1979. And then CCT had their first production in 1979 for that.
Do you have more than one theater group, the CCT, and then do you do like children's theater? Because sounds like you have a lot of talent in Cresco. That is just overflowing with talented people.
What we try to do is we do a summer musical and try to include children on up. One of my favorite shows we did was State Fair, and we had a couple of 4-year-olds, And we had a gentleman in his 80s and everything in between, and they got along so well.
And State Fair would involve a lot of people, so you get a lot of community involvement. Like, for instance, here in Sweet Swine, Jude and I were like the only two in the theater group because nobody else has any talent. And when we put on a musical, it gets a little tough, doesn't it, Jude? But we do it.
What other productions do you?
We have also done, one year we did an all kids show, and we did The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe with all kids, all through high school.
Oh, magical, yeah.
And we have done straight plays. This past spring we did Steel Magnolias with all women. We did Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We did The King and I. We do a large assortment of shows.
So then do you also show, like, it's an opera house theater. Do you show movies too? Is it like the movie theater for Cresco?
I do. We show a lot of first-run films right now. We're very lucky. We've got our new projectors, so we've been able to do a lot more first-run films. I mean, we've opened Harry Potter, we've opened Breaking Dawn,
So do you do the midnight showings when you do Breaking Down?
Oh,
and
yes.
Harry Potter and everybody's there?
And they were a blast. It's so fun to watch people come in dressed.
People probably come for that real theater experience. It's theater.
Exactly. We have one screen, and we seat 465 people.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
So we have
Yeah. Very
the
good
main
size.
floor, and then we have a lower balcony and an upper balcony. So it's
So is it still decorated the old-fashioned way, or has it been updated, or does it still have the neat old feeling of an old movie theater when you walk in?
you walk in and it feels unique.
Yep, that's what you want is
How you'd put it. We've got the cherubs, we've got
fun.
the shields, we have the lighting. We've done work on the outside. And this past year we did a theme called the Yellow Brick Road in front of the theater, and we've sold stars and blocks so people can have their walk of fame.
It sounds like the community really participates and supports the theater.
They do. You can't express the thanks from the community for everything that they have brought forth for both groups.
Yes, Marla mentioned the new projector, which was a huge investment. The old projector was held together with some lawnmower parts.
Because I think Cluck TV is held together with a few lawnmower parts itself. It's done really tight. Yeah.
Duct tape and baling wire.
Yeah.
And so the Yellow Brick Road project raised a lot of the money to go toward the new projector.
So 1914. 2014 is not very far away. Do you have any big plans for your centennial?
We have a lot of ideas in the works. We're looking at a concert. We're looking at just different ideas, for plays, for stage, for screen.
Marla and Jayne, I am so glad that Jude found you in the quilt shop, that you could come up and chat with us a little bit here on the Women of Sweet Swine, aren't you, Jude?
Thank you so much for stopping
You
by
are
in
amazing.
Sweet Swine County.
But what do I see down there? Speaking of, what is that?
Well, we happen to have with us at the quilt store.
As you were just wandering
As we were wandering around, we had this sack with us that have Cresco Opera House Stage and Screen Productions,
fun.
established in 1914, and our Yellow Brick Road. And we happen to have two right here, one for each of you.
I
And
wonder if I could make this into
then
a cowboy hat somehow.
and then we also happen to have enough for everyone in your studio audience.
Hey, Jayne and Marla, I am so happy that you joined us today. But I'm getting the wrap-up sign from our executive producer over there, so we're going to have to say goodbye to everybody. And thank you, audience, for another wonderful Women of Sweet Swine County, where we share small-town stories with big-town attitude, for we are
the women of Sweet Swine County. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.